Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here, back again, finally for some Dokkan news with the boy Kayvon.
And I'm here too.
And I'm here too. I do want to apologize before we get into the actual news. I know the last couple days there's not been any uploads, but I've been feeling a little creatively drained lately, so I wanted to just take a break and, free ball it for a little bit, but we're here again. Because we got UI Goku on JP. Now, obviously, you probably knew that already. UI Goku? Yeah, bro, I know. He's awful. No, I'm kidding.
I like Kale and Khalifa better, obviously.
Facts. But Goku was announced on JP yesterday, which I'm sure most of you were already aware of, as well as Global Shaft. Sure. But their EZAs for Kale and Khalifa were also announced yesterday. I'm sure you already saw this information, but it's on screen and it will be in the link in the description for you if you would like to take a look at it. Of course, shout outs as always to the homie Goresh for having it on lockdown with the information. They are really good, by the way. But because they got announced yesterday, we got a data download tonight, and that's what we're actually here for. So there's some very, very interesting updates that we have from this data download. Let's go ahead and talk about them. So first of all, obviously we have the assets for Kale and Khalifa's event. I never really looked at them like this overlapped. It looks kind of cool, if I'm being honest.
It does, honestly, yeah.
I like it when they do that. But obviously their event was added as well as their EZA medals. We did have Nani, who's that? We do have an interesting update that's going to play into something later. An update for the secret treasure chest, where as you can see there are two different types of chests here, a pink one and a blue one. The fact that these are in this little thumbnail is also a pretty big deal, but we'll get to that in a second. This is also something that is going to be for a new stage, which is going to be something that we're going to talk about later. But if you guys don't know who this man is, you probably know by I Can See the Future. He's the guy who gave...
I can see the future, man.
Me too. He's the guy who gave Bardock his powers in the Bardock episode of Bardock. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I can never remember the difference between those two. But nonetheless, though, he's going to be on an upcoming stage. I know what you're probably thinking. A Bardock event. What? We'll explain it in a second here for you. Now, we'll explain it... Oh, okay, well, I guess now. Because we're getting to the big piece of info from this data download. So this was an unknown item. We didn't know exactly what it was for. It kind of looks like a ticket, but technically is not. Basically, this item is for this stage right here, which is the Grand Prix. I guess we'll just call it Grand Priest event for now. But it is a Baba Shop exchange item because it is stored in the same folder as the Baba Shop exchange items. And we do actually have a little bit of extra info from the homie Goresh himself. 2 different times. Oh, hey, look. Wow. Persona. We have...
That's not Dokkan.
Yeah, that's not Dokkan. What? We have the event description. Awakened Power. Trial for a new domain. Collect the special treasure item. Trial certificate. To exchange for special skill orbs. Now, we want to kind of give a little bit more clarity on this. So we actually have, again, the homie Goresh is back on the video. Woo!
Wow.
Remember we did this bit before?
Well, we're going to do it again, right?
We're doing it again. That's right. Basically, Goresh made a small 2-minute Twitter video that we're going to play for you, of course, if you would like to watch it again. Link in the description to all this stuff. But
I just want to make a quick Twitter video explaining.
Let's go ahead and listen to the homie Goresh.
Because I just don't feel like typing it all out. So we have this in the news for a little bit, the preview for this new event coming out. I think what did I translate it as? Awakened Power Trial for a new domain.
Look, it's me.
And what you do is you collect treasure items. That's the trial certificate to exchange for special skill orbs. And that trial certificate is this right here. So that's what you get from that event. Shout out to Bardock for him posting this on his website, which he posts here all the time. Basically, this first stage, you can get these certificates from there, and then what you do is you can actually use these to open the, I guess it's secret treasure chest. That's the same chest that you can open with the explosive chain battle currency. Now, the skill orbs in there are this first stage, because this first stage is actually labeled the Team Bardock Trial. and it's 12 stamina. You get 6,000 experience on the Z hard, and I assume you run this, you get this specific certificate, and then with this certificate you can open the Team Bardock chest, and in there we have all these skill orbs. So this is bronze, this is silver, and then this is gold down here. And I assume there's going to be specific skill orbs for each character, so I mean that's all these multiplied by 5, because it's only the free-to-play Team Bardock characters.
That's a lot.
So
we'll talk more about that in a second, by the way.
Additional attack up to 2, crit up to 2, and then dodge up to 2 for bronze. And then gold and silver both have the same, it looks like, from this list, where it's up to level 4 for all 3, for both silver and gold. So that looks like what this event is. I guess we'll get more information as they add more stages. Hopefully we get one for the Ginyu Force and stuff like that, because his Bardock team is actually already pretty good, but the Ginyu Force needs help, so we'll see what they do with that. But yeah, that's basically the full information we have on this. And then also one other thing is it is actually a limited event. As it's labeled right here. We saw that with the Whis event, so I don't know if this is only going to be available for like X amount of days, or only like a certain, like maybe only on the weekends or whatever, but that's all we know about this, so yeah, let's see what happens.
Thank you to the homie Goresh for joining us today. Woo! Now, there are a couple of really interesting takeaways from this video. One, the tail end of the thing we want to talk about real quick, just to kind of clarify on that. Goresh did say that it is limited, which is true, but it's also here forever, unlimited. What? Basically, right? That means that this event doesn't go away after a certain amount of time. You know how, like, for certain, you know, celebration-based events or different EZAs are only here for a certain amount of time, right? This event will basically be here forever, but it is limited, which means that it won't be here all the time. It'll be here probably like the UI event, maybe once a week or something like that.
Yeah, battery could just do it once a day, and then it just is gone.
Yeah, something like that. But it's not going to ever like go away and just not be here at all, right?
Nor can you probably like fully grind it, but
right. I hope that that's the case, that it is daily, because that would be very nice. But
I feel like if it's giving tickets for like the treasure chest or whatever, it has to be daily.
Yeah, we sure hope
especially
so.
Especially like a single a day.
Yeah.
Like then you, like, that would just be
that would be very nice. I will say,
I mean, a multi-a-day would be better. But
yeah, true. The other interesting thing to take away from this is that Goresh did mention here that there are stages, right? Or at least right now, one specific stage for the Team Bardock units. And we will also get into the whole equipment-specific thing in a second. But what that sort of implies, which is an important takeaway from this, and this was something that you kind of mentioned, I think, is that they could add stages to this event for different free-to-play units. Goresh mentioned in here they could add some equipment for the Ginyu Force, but who knows? With this event, the possibilities are endless for equipment that they could add to all different kinds of free-to-play units. I think that would be a great use of this event.
A nice boost for good free-to-play units, because obviously you don't want to use your like premium stuff on them. But these free options essentially aren't bad.
Right.
Like you can get, what, an extra 10 crit? That's an extra 20% chance to crit. That's a massive boost in usability.
100%. Especially for free, and especially considering how limited...
You have to have nerf potentials too.
Yeah.
So it definitely helps.
Very, very good stuff. Now, Goresh did mention specific equipment. Oh boy. Let's take a look at that. So, this is very interesting. We're on the skill orb page on DBZ, or DBZ Space. I mean, I guess DBZ Dokkan-fandom.com, the wiki, basically.
Wow.
Fandom, what? Basically, each of these different equipments are for each specific character, right? So as you can see, combo attack. Well, I know they mean additional, but additional.
Well, that's
crit.
what's called in game. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
combo. Oh, crit, evasion, right? But these are all this individual equipment for this specific character, not for just any unit that's on Team Bardock, right?
And keep in mind, this doesn't have any like super attack increase, any attack increase. This is just crit, additional, and evasion, and all three have the same 3.
Right, and most of the time that's probably what you would be wanting to use for equipment anyway.
It depends, because if you want to like look at it at an actual standpoint, like the crits and stuff affect units' overall damage, because obviously they'll crit more, meaning more damage. But super attack increase, and to a lesser extent the actual like attack, will increase the unit's actual attack stat more.
Gotcha.
So it depends how you want to value it.
Right. Interesting. Nonetheless, though, even though these are only level 1 and 2 equips, Kayvon has a fantastic point that, like, this is just free equip, and you're not wasting other equip that you would be using on a big boy unit on these guys. So, definitely not a bad option here, and something that is extremely cool. Now, Goresh did mention as well that this is also going to open a specific chest, this trial certificate item here. And that does make sense for a couple of reasons. One, this has a 1 on it, which we'll get back to later, which kind of implies that there's going to be more. But with the treasure chest, if we take a look at, where did the treasure chest go? Here, right? Obviously, we can see that there are 2 different kinds of treasure chests.
One, right?
Right, so new, yeah? Yes, the blue one is new. The pink one is the one that is used in chain battle, and the blue one is going to be the Bardock.
For this. Yeah.
Now, what this number 1 kind of implies is that potentially they'll add more of these, and they just won't change this logo, because this is just the logo for the event, but they'll just put a 2 on it, meaning it'll be for stage 2, whatever free-to-play units they decide to add on to that, whether
which
they
will probably begin you force, if anything, coming next, which would make sense,
especially if they're going to be doing, you know, the big boy like free-to-play teams. But I don't know if they'll change the color of the chest. They probably don't need to.
No, they probably wouldn't.
But regardless, this makes sense that, you know, the number is on there to kind of signify that it's for the stage that it correlates to. So that's really cool. Lots of great stuff for this event. There is one more important thing to note for that.
Yep.
Besides all of that, missions, if you play the event 30 times, you get another copy of LR Bardock, which is awesome, because obviously up until this point we have not been able to get another copy. Very, very cool stuff. I like that a lot. It does kind of lead me to wonder what they're going to do for upcoming stages of this, because obviously, like, the Ginyu Force already has all their dupes.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know what other free-to-play units they would do. Maybe they would just do it from specific events or stuff like that, right? Because obviously there's only 2 full free-to-play teams in the game. So we'll have to kind of see where they go from there. But regardless, though, very, very cool that you can get an extra copy of Bardock from the missions. And 30 times doesn't seem too bad either, especially considering you're going to have to try and get all of these, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, very, very cool stuff there. Always really cool when they add more ways to get equipment and whatnot. So awesome stuff there. Let's go ahead and move on from that now. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. We do have also, too, just like I mentioned, UI Goku and the Girls EZA are also coming out as well. By the way, just in case you're unaware, this is the time that the banner is going to drop. And it should also be the exact time as well that the Girls EZA are going to drop, I believe, because they drop on the 16th, or it'll be around that time. And then this will also be the time that the Grand Priest event drops. Lots of cool stuff there. You can just translate this into your time, just punch it into Google or whatever. I know that for me, I think it's 3 a.m. my time.
So, oh boy, 4 a.m. my time, of course.
Who releases a banner at 3 a.m.? Oh boy, 3 a.m. Anyway.
Yeah.
I did retweet and bring up the essays again if you want to go ahead and take a look at those. And I did also condense the different sprites for UI Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and God Goku into one tweet, because last time I had them in like 3 different tweets, so this is just easier and it'll be better for you to find. Thank you, Nintendo Switch. Very cool. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but I figured I'd throw it on the end here. I also do always post the previous mega thread in the last tweet of the current mega thread. I know that a lot of this stuff, I didn't really talk about these guys because, again, I was kind of demotivated and I didn't make a news video on these guys. But if you would like to check that stuff out, that is there too. But that is actually everything for tonight. Again, all of this will be going live tomorrow at like 3 a.m. So probably in like, what'll that be? 14 hours from now, I think, is how that math. No, wait.
24, basically.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Thank you, math man. Anyhow, it is interesting that they still haven't announced the banner in the news, but I guess it doesn't really matter because obviously the Twitter account, put it up.
Yeah,
but
that's a little weird though, but oh well.
Oh well, yeah. Also, Chain Model Awards went out. Figured I might as well throw that out there. But anyhow, yeah, that is really it for now. This is quite a weird time for Dokkan because not a ton of new information is going to be coming out because obviously for JP, their next big thing is going to be UI Goku, and then the next big banner on Global is obviously going to be the 5th year anniversary. So for a little bit here, we're probably not going to be getting any big new characters. This whole thing with the equipment is probably going to be the biggest new thing that we're going to be getting for a while. I assume not much is going to change with Global's anniversary. Of course, they always tweak small things here and there for, events and whatnot. But yeah, it'll be an interesting couple of weeks here and month and whatever for our old friends at Dokkan Battle. But that is going to do it for this video. You have any other closing thoughts about anything before we dip?
Global shaft.
all right. It's time to go.
I had to.
Of course. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Abigail 2 out. Peace.
Bye, guys.